All right, shalom, shalom. It's your brother Shamak. I want to first start by giving all the glory and infinite praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who teaching will win over to his tabernacle of David. Shalom to the sincere Akim that's pushing and teaching truth across four corners of the earth and giving all the diligence to do so. I just want to touch on that a spiritual account with Caleb, Caleb proving his faith, exemplifying his faith, and Phinehas proving his faith in Numbers chapter 25. His in a zealous way. Okay. So let's start off with Numbers chapter 14, verse 1. Okay, and it reads, and all the congregation lifted up their voice and cried, and the people wept that night. And then in this chapter 2, man, Israel was scoffing, murmuring, talking shit against Moses and Aaron, and that really, that discouraged Moses and Aaron. But what Caleb, really, encouraged them, man, to just keep pushing, man, because his spirit bear witness. It really uplifted their spirit. Because Moses and Aaron, man, you got all these people talking shit and not listening, not taking heed to what's, to the leadership. It can have you discouraged. But Caleb, was that faithful servant, man. He was that faithful servant. He let them know that, man. By believing. Simple as that. So verse 2, and all the children of Israel murmured against Moses and Aaron. So like against Moses and against Aaron, and the whole congregation said unto them, Would God that we have died in the land of Egypt, or would God we had died in this wilderness? So they basically talking shit, saying, so he gon' so he didn't let us die in Egypt, but he gonna let us die in the wilderness. And Caleb, man, they just talking shit, man. They just scoffing and mocking the same as they do to us today. But they don't understand the Lord's power, man. They don't understand, the essence of this thing, such as we do. That's why I'm bringing this out, because ultimately, man, we're going to be in the same predicament. We're truly in the same predicament right now, but it's even going to be more as things get more intense, in this year 2020. So that's why I'm bringing out this account. So verse 3, and wherefore have the Lord brought us into this land to fall by the sword, that our wives and children should be a prey? Were it not better for us to return to Egypt? So they talking shit and they rather go back into Egypt, man. They want to go back into slavery under the rulership of Pharaoh. Come on, man. See verse 4. And they said one to another, let us make a captain, let us return to Egypt. So they said, forget the rulership of Moses and Aaron. Let us do our own thing. And that's ultimately going to have them get put to death, man. So this is verse 5. Then Moses and Aaron fell on their faces before all the assembly of the congregation of the children of Israel, because they was the leadership in that time, man. So they was the leadership, and they got discouraged, man. It was a burden on their faith. Verse 6. And Joshua the son of Nun and Caleb the son of Jephunneh, which were of them that searched the land, rent their clothes. See, this is the point right here. Verse 7. And they spake unto all the company of the children of Israel, saying, the land which we passed through to search it is exceeding good land. If the Lord delight in us, then he will bring us into this land and give it us, a land which floweth with milk and honey. And that's the land of Canaan, because the Canaanites had it first, and then it was ordained for the children of Israel, And it says verse 9, only rebel not ye against the Lord, neither fear ye the people of the land, for they are bread for us. Their defense is departed from them, and the Lord is with us. Fear them not. See, Caleb had to get them folks right, man. Letting them know, like, hey, do not rebel against the order of Yahweh Shai. Don't rebel against the Lord, because this is the Lord's doing. He took us. He performed great works for us to get out of the captivity of Egypt, and then we had to come into this wilderness, man. That's what he's basically saying. Don't rebel against the Lord, man. That's gonna have you get put to death, And it says, to fear not. He said, man, fear them not. He's encouraging them. He's exhorting them. And he also shows that Caleb, believed in Moses and Aaron, man. He believed in their leadership, in their in the leading of the congregation of children of Israel, who are today the Black Spanish and Native Americans. All right. So I'm also go to I want to get Caleb. That was Caleb's, and I want to get Phinehas. With Numbers chapter 25, verse 13. Yeah, let me get it right here. Let me go up some. So this is Numbers chapter 25, verse 10. It says, "And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron, the priest, have turned my wrath away from the children of Israel, while he was zealous for my sake among them, that I consume not the children of Israel in my jealousy." See, in this account too. So what was taking place was, let me see if it mentions at the top of the. So yeah. So basically, in this chapter, the Lord ordained Moses to take off the heads, as you mentioned, verse 4, take off the heads of those Israelites that were worshiping and bowing and sitting with those bowing to Balaam, to that false idol Baal. He ordained, hey man, put them to death, man. And you saw so I'm gonna go down to verse 12. So if Infant has he basically he basically went in with his javelin. He grabbed his sword and he went in, man. He went in. He followed the order, and he did a great killing, man, for the Lord, because that was ordained. That was the order, you know. Okay, it says verse 12. "Wherefore say, behold, I give unto him my covenant of peace, and he shall have it in his seed after him, even the covenant of an everlasting priesthood, because he was zealous for his power, and he made an atonement for the children of Israel." See, he grabbed his see, little is right here in verse 7 and 8. He took his javelin in his hand and he went to work, man. He went, verse 8, it mentioned that he went into the tent and he cut through a woman's belly, and slew the men of Israel. He went in, man. And you see in that plague that was ordained by the Lord, where died 20 and 4,000, you know. So that show you that if that Phinehas was definitely, a man of the Lord. He was zealous, and that's, you going to say that word zealous, it goes to that effort. He put forth that effort for the Lord, you know. Let me get a precept to for this account as well, because it's spoke about in Sirach 45, and I ended off here. Okay, this is Sirach 45, verse 23. Dude, in Salaki, I meant to go down in Numbers 14, because Caleb's reward for believing was let me go down right here. Let me go back. Not Slocky for jumping around. It just came to my head, came to my thought. So this is Numbers chapter 14, verse 22. "Because all those men which have seen my glory, my miracles which I did in Egypt and in the wilderness, and have tempted me these 10 times, and have not hearkened to my voice, surely shall they not see in the land which I swore unto their fathers, neither shall any of them that provoked me see it." So those that were talking, murmuring against Moses and Aaron, they were put to death, man. They wasn't able to see it. But what? Verse 24. This is Caleb's reward. "But my servant Caleb, because he had another spirit with him, and he had followed me fully, him will I bring to the land wherefore he went, and his seed shall possess it." See, and that's his reward. That was Caleb's reward. He was able to, possess the land, be part of that reward with Moses and Aaron in the wilderness, So back to if it has Phinehas with Sirach 45, back to Sirach 45. I had to just quickly make that point with Caleb, because I had to touch on his reward for believing in and truly having faith, so yeah, this is Sirach chapter 45, verse 43. I'm gonna say 43. It's like, Sirach 45 and 23. The third in glory is Phinehas, the son of Eleazar. So it's really talking about Phinehas that I spoke about with Numbers, because he had the zeal and the fear of the Lord. Because he did that, he followed that order that was, put the Lord sent to Moses, and Moses did it for the congregation of Israel, to put those heads off, because they were bowing down to those false idols of Baal, But he did it for the fear of the Lord, man. He feared the Lord, so he followed order. So he is in the reason he stood up with good courage of heart when the people returned back and made reconciliation for Israel. And therefore was there a covenant of peace made with him, that he should be the chief of the sanctuary and of his people, and that he and his prosperity should have the dignity of the priesthood forever. See, that's his reward. According to the covenant made with David, son of Jesse, and Salaki of the tribe of Judah, that the inheritance of the king should be to his prosperity alone, so the inheritance of Aaron should also be unto his seed. The Most High Power give you wisdom in your heart to judge his people in righteousness, that their good things be not abolished, and that their glory may endure forever. See that, and that was his reward. You know that rank. He earned his rank, man, within the congregation of Israel. You know, he was allowed to be a judge. You know, a righteous judge, man. You know, so those two accounts with Caleb and Phinehas, you know, it speaks about Phinehas in Apocrypha, but that just shows you that their faith, you know, was proven, you know, through the Spirit, of course, but their faith was proven by their works, man. You know, by them just enduring and continuing in those things, in the right things, you know. So and we have to do this. We have to do these same things because these scriptures, these accounts are written for our learning. So you know, and Lord willing, I was edifying and exhorting, you know, for the sincere believers out there. And I want to end up by giving all the glory and praise unto Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who teach you well and oversee the tabernacle of David. Shalom. Peace, love, and safety to the hopefully elect and their families. Abba, Abba, hey, Shalom.